One of the biggest mistakes I've made as a sales leader was waiting too long to make that difficult people decision. And if you've led people for long enough, you've probably done it too. I'm Dave Pender. I spent the last 27 years in sales and sales leadership. And on this channel, I share practical ideas, mistakes I've made, and leadership blind spots that can make a real difference to the way that you lead and sell. So back to the mistake of waiting too long to make that difficult staff decision. And I mean those situations where you've coached, you've supported, you've invested time and genuinely tried to help someone succeed. But deep down, you know they're no longer the right fit for the role. You know that feeling, right? By the time you're wrestling with the decision, the numbers have usually been telling you the answer for a while. It's the thing that's keeping you awake at night. It's not the numbers, it's the person. You know them well. You know what's going on in their personal life. They've been loyal. They used to be great at some stage. You don't want the confrontation, or you convince yourself that one great quality somehow outweighs everything else. I've done all of that. And you know what? The better the leader you are, the better you know your people. And ironically, that can make your decision even harder. The problem is your team usually know before you do. They know when someone isn't performing, even if it's like one of their best buddies. They know. They know when you've coached. They know that you've supported and given every opportunity. People discuss it, right? And if you keep someone in a role long after everyone knows it isn't working, it sends a message. It says performance standards are negotiable. And whether you realize it or not, your team is always watching, right? They are constantly taking their cues from what you do, not just what you say. And your strongest performers usually want to work for leaders they respect, leaders they see as credible, leaders they see who are willing to make the difficult decisions when they're needed. So when your actions don't match the standards that you've set, people notice it, people question. And over time, that credibility starts to erode. So here's something that helped me stay objective. First, take every relevant KPI for your team and remove everybody's names. Just look at the numbers. Make your decision based purely on the data. Then put the names back in. And sometimes the context changes your decision. Very often, though, the data has already told you the answer. The other thing to do is ask a trusted peer. Give them exactly the same data and ask, if these were your people, what would you do? Like a fresh pair of eyes, it often sees what emotion has been hiding from you. The hardest decisions in sales leadership are rarely the technical ones, right? Very rarely. They're the emotional ones. And the best leaders learn how to separate the two. Let's go.